Hey all, welcome to the channel. I got some inspiration last year from Paycheck to Portfolio and Fully Invested Fi. Shout out to them. And it got me wanting to share my trading journey, and I hope to provide inspiration to others as well. Just provide a different perspective and analysis of things. Plan on doing these weekly and monthly just to show my journey. Now, before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This channel is purely for entertainment and to document my personal trading journey. These are just my opinions, not financial advice. So please, as always, do your own research. Now here we are in the Robinhood portfolio. Today is January 10th, 2026. This is Saturday. Market's closed. The net account value is $24,098. I'm using roughly $20,400 in margin. I have a buying power of 11,000 available, and my margin buffer is 50.92%. This is a joint account between my wife and I. We plan on depositing between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. Not quite our full paychecks. So far for January, we have deposited $3,900. Most other people will deposit their check, invest it, and then withdraw as needed. We pay our bills ahead of time as well as some expenses. So as soon as we deposit the check, invest the funds, and they've settled, I withdraw it immediately, use it to pay for those bills, and then I repeat the process every 2 weeks. For this current month, we made deposits of $3,900 and we withdrew $2,900 for bills and expenses so far. For context, the portfolio is averaging $1,200 a month in dividends or distributions right now. So it has a long way to go to cover our monthly expenses. That's one reason we aren't fully putting in our paychecks right now. We started this portfolio in February of 2025. Right now we're at an all-time of 13.6%. Our all-time high, however, was 22.41%. For the last 3 months, we're down 3.8%. And for the last month, we're up 1.82%. On the right here, you can see my holdings and the total return, not including dividends. So I'll scroll through that so you can see it. And when we make deposits, I'm not really concerned with the day-to-day or week-to-week of the portfolio value. What I am concerned with is some of the high conviction funds I have. So if they're beaten down, I may allocate some more to them just to buy the dip. Otherwise, for the deposits, 80% of it goes into high yielders and 20% goes into growth or stable dividends. Let me show you how I split that. So I just use a simple Google Sheets document. I put in how much we will deposit, and then I split it 80-20, and then I further split that depending on what fund I want to prioritize for that deposit. So I got the high yielders here and the growth. These are the current ones I'm focusing on. As you can see here, I am no longer investing into XDTE. I feel that QDT is a little bit better long term, and I'm trying to focus on CHPY. Let me switch over to Snowball Analytics so you can get a better picture. Currently yielding 31% on the account. And in Snowball, just so I can see it visually, I have split the growth funds into two different buckets, growth and another for stable or drip funds. On the stable and drip side, I have QQQI, GPIQ, and QDVO. These are the only funds in the account that have their dividends reinvested by the brokerage. Everything else I take as cash to pay down the margin. Here are the growth funds. I do invest in TQQQ every month, SMH, BGT, and SPMO. When I see an opportunity, I will buy more SoFi or Rivian, but I'm not trying to be risky with this account. And these are the high yielders. As you can see, XDT makes up 20% of the account. This allocation is a little bit off. I plan on increasing CHPY, Maggie, and blocks. Those are my top 3 right now. I do like the dividend calculator in Snowball Analytics. It's saying I'm averaging $1,200 a month in dividends right now. The only thing I don't use it for is the exact paid numbers. Sometimes it's off depending on when I purchase a fund and when it goes ex-div. So I do track that in my Google Sheets instead. Let me show you that. So March 2025, full month of distributions, it was 277. And here we are, second week of January, 944. Most of that is because of Round Hill pushing out their large distributions at the end of the year. Some of it fell in December. That's why it was so high, 1,500. And some of those distributions fell in the first week of January. I suspect January will be close to 1,500 as well. But going forward, it'll probably be closer to 1,200 a month. And that's it for now. I just like to close off and just say so our goals for this year is we want to reach 80,000 net invested for the year. That should get us close to making 3,000 a month in dividends, hopefully. Long term, my goal is to average closer to 4,000. That way, my wife can be work optional and stay at home with her future kids once we decide to have them. As for myself, I plan to continue working to save up to build an animal sanctuary in the future. Since I can't do that yet, I do invest every month to one nearby. If you guys would like to donate as well, please check out shywolfsanctuary.org. I appreciate your time and thank you for being here listening to me ramble. If you have any feedback for me, please leave it. I plan on doing these weekly and monthly, being as transparent as possible.